Yesterday, I said to sweet little Lisa, I said, what should I talk about on the show tomorrow? What are the big things you think I should do? And she goes, well, all that I see is people talk about Simone Biles. And I kid you, I'd heard the name before. I thought she was talking about the kid from the Cosby Show. I thought in my mind, is that, maybe that's racist? I don't know what it is. I said Simone, like Raven Simone. What, was she the actress? Said no. Simone Biles is an athlete of some sort. And she's in a fight with Riley Gaines, who I do know. And the Simone Biles, I guess, is going after Riley because Riley objected to a man entering into women's sports in some high school competition. And Simone Biles comes out and says, why don't you pick on someone your own size, which ironically would be a man. She's saying Riley. Riley's a very beautiful young woman, but I don't know, she's saying she's tall or something. I don't know what it is. The whole thing is so ridiculous. But Simone Biles is taking the pro-trans side. Riley remains consistent in protecting women in women's sports, which, as I pointed out, I find admirable, not because I care about women's sports. I don't think anyone really cares about women's sports. It's admirable because Riley's side in keeping men out of women's sports is the side of justice and common sense and reality and human nature. That's what I like about it. But do not mistake. Some people are going to point out, well, you conservatives, all of a sudden, you're pretending you like women's sports. No, I don't. I don't care about any women's sports whatsoever. Never interested me. I care about justice. And Simone Biles, ironically enough, used to make jokes about this. There was some old tweet that came up from years ago where she said, if men had to compete, they'd win all the medals or something. She's half joking when she's telling the truth there. So what's going on? First of all, there's no doubt that Simone Biles is a woman because this was a very catty comment. Bully them. You look like a man. That's really, okay. Very, very cat fight-like behavior. But also, why this matters politically. This is like liberalism. Simone Biles is like liberalism. Simone Biles, she's a gymnast, right? I think she's a gymnast. So she's in this one sport, one of the few where women are better than men. Not as physically strong as men, but they're a little more graceful. No one watches men's gymnastics, really. It's all women's gymnastics. And so she's in this sport where she doesn't really have to worry about losing her medals to men. And she's already got hers, right? She's been in multiple Olympics or something, I guess. I don't know. So she's established as an athlete. She doesn't need to worry about it. And so it's very easy for her to take the politically fashionable side of the pro-trans side. Just like liberalism. Liberalism, which rests upon a foundation of human nature and borders and nations and the military and Christianity. And when it feels confident and protected by all those things, starts attacking them, starts attacking the very foundations on which it rests, starts attacking the walls that protect it. In some cases, the literal walls which protect it, the walls of a nation. Simone Biles here has never had to compete against a man, will never have to compete against a man. So she's willing to attack reality and win plaudits from the crowd when she feels she's insulated. It seems to me that one of the lessons that we've learned in recent decades is we are not protected. None of us is protected from the consequences of ignoring reality. My great priest friend, Father George Rutler, who I quote on the show frequently, has this line where he says, a prophet doesn't predict the future as much as he tells the truth. And he seems to predict the future only in as much as that is a warning about the consequences of denying the truth. None of us is protected from denying reality for too long. Cities burn down. Things go squirrely real fast. Simone Biles still thinks she can play games. I don't think so. Riley's right here. Simone is wrong. And increasingly, Riley's view is going to be the popular one. What did you think about that clip? Seriously, you could be honest with me. If you liked it, I would suggest you ring the bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.